Today I am in the Peak District. So it's Valentine's Day and I thought I'd take myself out on a little date. I found a fantastic website that was recommended to me from a friend which covers loads of walks in the Peak District. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I will link it in the description. And I found this walk. It's the Four Edges walk. Again, I'll put all information on the walk that I'm about to do below because I can't tell you exactly what I'm about to do. I'm assuming I'm going to walk along some edges. Yeah, so I think it's about an 8-mile loop trail that starts in this car park. Again, I'll link it in the description. Typical of me, really, not to be prepared. I've never been to the Peak District before, so I'm really looking forward to getting out there. The weather is grey, raining, but I'm hoping the sun might pop out, say hello at some point. To be fair, I've been stuck in the rain all weekend, so this is going to be no different. Yeah, see how we get on. Let's do this. I just wanted to mention that every time I prepare myself to go out on a solo hike, I always feel a little apprehensive. There's always a really small part of me that is tempted to go home. But I've learned to push that to one side and do it anyway, because the minute I start walking, I immediately feel better. So I guess I just wanted to let people know that if you are somebody who wants to do hiking or walking or any kind of activity really on your own, but you're struggling to get past that first step, my advice would be to start small. Just take yourself for a walk locally first of all on your own, and then you can build up from there. I do a lot of walking alone in my local area. I'm really fortunate to have a forest on my doorstep, and I think having done a lot of that, it has built up the confidence. But going into unfamiliar areas that you haven't experienced before, it can be quite daunting, especially on your own. But don't let it stop you, because the minute you get out there, you feel so much better. And when you've finished, you have this amazing sense of achievement. And it's so invigorating. So I would encourage people to do it, but do it in small steps, do it at your own pace. But there's nothing quite like being out on your own once you get there. Yeah. I just wanted to share that with you, really, that I may come across as quite confident, and I am, but I do also have that tiny little part of me that always feels a little nervous to do it on my own to start with. But you've just got to get past it, and I'm sure the more that I get out, or you get out, you will build confidence, and it will feel a bit more natural, and hopefully that will lessen each time. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that for anyone who is struggling to take the plunge and do these things on their own. But it's so worth it. The reward is so worth it. And we're off. So I forgot to mention earlier when I was in the car, the plan was to do a mountain today, or a few summits at least, but having looked at the weather, it's quite snowy up there and very windy, so I thought better to be safe than sorry, and I'm just not experienced enough. It would be stupid of me to even attempt it on my own, especially. So here I am in the beautiful Peak District. Yeah, that's the wonderful thing about the UK, is that there's so much choice, there's so much beauty around us. Granted, sometimes you have to travel to get there, but it's there for the taking, so we need to take advantage of it. So no, I couldn't do a mountain today, but I'm here instead. I'm going to make the most of this beautiful country that we live in, because there's so much to see and there's so many places that I haven't been. and all it is jumping in my car and driving for a few hours for this. Or I could be sitting at home. I'd much rather be here. I need to cross this somehow. I really want to go over there, but I think I need to do the sensible thing and come downstream a little, because I do not fancy getting wet. It's a bit slippery. I believe I've made it to Froggatt Edge. I've come off path a little so that I am right on the edge, but it's just up there. It's easy enough to follow. It's not like I'm going to go that way. So I'm going in the right direction. Shame about the weather. Beautiful views though. Yeah, it's a little grey and wet and windy, but that's okay. We don't mind a bit of that. I'm going to find somewhere to stop off and have some lunch soon. Might find a rock I can sit on. See if I can find somewhere with a bit of shelter. So yeah, so far so good. That was a really enjoyable walk. It was 8 miles long. It wasn't too difficult or strenuous at all. It was quite flat throughout, a little bit boggy in places, but I think that's just down to the way the weather's been recently. I mean, it hasn't stopped raining the last week. But yeah, a really nice walk, some fantastic views. I bet it would be gorgeous in the summer. Highly recommend it. It was brilliant. So if you've watched this, thank you very much. And I'll see you again next time.